Love and light, everyone. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it through the week. Okay. And I'm going to come to you this evening with a channel message for the collective. Archangel Michael, angels of the highest white light, divine ancestors. I ask you to protect me and watch over me as I channel this message for the collective. Ashe. Okay, and I'm using my antique of magic oracles tonight. All right. Right. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, so house, family, family and familiarity. So something is familiar, okay? And this has to do with family, okay? All right. So you had a revelation. Okay, you had a revelation. It looks like somebody's crying. They're sad. They're heavy because there is a cloud here, and it looks like a third party is involved. Okay, you see the triangle at the top. So a third party is involved. Okay, yep, moon, intuition. So someone's been doing magic. We have the full moon here. We know that we were in the a full moon on the 4th and the 5th, and so so someone's been influencing someone maybe in the family or in their family because we have a house here. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on. Okay, they just popping out all over. So somebody wants to give you something, reciprocity. So you're going to receive something from someone. Okay, maybe a family member. Okay, maybe they're going to give you something. Yeah, you're having a renewal of your mind at this time. Okay, a renewal of your mind. And you are innocent. Okay, you are innocent. Whatever's going on with this revelation that you're having, you are innocent. Okay, you are innocent, or that person may be innocent in your family. Okay, they may be innocent, but somebody is definitely influenced because the moon is here. So someone is doing some moon magic. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Ah, but you have blessings. You are blessed. You have blessings coming in. You have blessings all around you. Okay, you are a blessing to someone. All right. Okay. Yeah, your instincts are correct. Okay, your instincts are correct about someone. Okay, your instincts are correct about this family member. Someone that you had revelations about. Looks like you see the moon howling, the wolf howling. Yes, your instincts. Okay. What else, Spirit? Oh, wow. All of these jumped out. I'm going to take them. Okay, so there's an attachment. Okay, there's an attachment, someone that you're attached to. Okay, and you've made some promises to this attachment, or the attachment's made promises to you about something. Okay, you're being honored at this time. All right, something was inevitable. It had to happen because the coffin card is here. It had to happen. This situation, as far as this attachment, your instincts, this revelation. Yeah. Exploration. So you're exploring at this time. You're exploring, okay? Yeah, you're exploring in front of the world. Okay? Yeah. There's things out in the world that you would like to do, and so now this is your time of exploring um, opportunities that are going to be coming towards your way. Okay, all right. Or maybe you're going to have be exploring or going someplace with your family. Okay, since we have the family card here, maybe you have revelations about where you're going to be going. Okay, yeah, somebody in your family maybe influenced you, about traveling somewhere in the world, But whatever it is, you're having a renewal of your mind. Your mind is being renewed right now. You're going to receive something, okay? And you are innocent. All right? You are innocent, whatever it may be. You are innocent. Okay? Or that person is innocent. You have many blessings. Your instincts are correct. Okay? About this family member or about this traveling that you want to do. But there is an attachment. Spirit says something is dead. Okay? Something is dead though. About this magic, this moon magic that they were doing, someone in your family may have been doing on you. It is dead. All right. Okay. But you are being honored. You're being honored. Okay. And the Most High God has made plenty of promises to you about your blessings. Okay. Promises that you're going to be receiving. Okay, yep, because the direction, he's leading you in the right direction where you need to go. And you are magic. You have the wand, okay? You have magic. You have everything you need to make this happen for you and your family, okay? Anything else, Spirit, you want the collective to know? Okay, resistance. So someone is resisting something at this time. Okay, they're resisting something. Okay. All right. I think I need to clarify these cards. Okay, so we can open it up and get a better understanding about what's going on here. Okay. All right, so family. Clarify this family, this house card, Spirit. Let me know about this family card. Okay, okay, so you are hindering your own progress. Okay, over enthusiasm, self sabotaging, manifesting, failure, ego. So you're letting your ego get in the way. Okay, yep, with this family card, yep, someone in your household, or maybe in your house is influencing you about something or something is familiar, but you're self sabotaging, okay, whatever you're doing. All right, you're self sabotaging. What about this revelation? Okay, so torn between choices, hard choices, build to the truth, denial. Okay, so caught in the middle. Yeah, you're torn in between the two. And you being torn in between the two, maybe you had revelations of something. Okay. The magician card is here though. So magic, like I said, with the moon, influence. All right. So utilize your skills at your disposal, resourceful focus, expertise, direction, potential. So you do have potential, okay, to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish. Okay. All right. What about this hand? About receiving something? What's going on about this hand? Okay, feeling of defeat and hindering you. Defeat, coward, obstacles, accident. Okay, so you're gonna be receiving something. Okay. And maybe you're going to be receiving something because you feel like you weren't able to complete your obstacles or you had obstacles in the way. Okay, I'm sorry, you had obstacles in the way with the chariot card in reverse. You had obstacles in the way that were keeping you from receiving what you needed to receive. Okay. Yep. You had obstacles in the way. And you weren't able to receive what you needed to receive. Yeah. Okay. Renewal. So renewal. What is this renewal about, Spirit? Okay, so an imbalance within a relationship, a conflict, a disharmony. Okay, so you're having a renewal in your mind about the argument that you guys had, an opposition with the Lovers card in reverse. Okay, but your mind is going to be renewed regarding this imbalance about this relationship. Feeling of negativity, emotional drain, breakup. Yeah, that's where you're going to have a renewal of the mind because you had a breakup. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Someone's the Queen of Swords. A rational and honest person, truthful, intelligent, realistic. Okay, yeah, someone's the Queen of Swords. Yeah, high regards, and you are innocent. Okay, you are innocent. You had this argument with this person, and this conflict, but you are innocent. And you're gonna have a renewal of the mind. Okay, all right. So the blessings are here. Tell us about the blessings, Spirit. Clarify this blessing card. Okay, clarify this blessing card. Okay, blessings. What kind of blessings, Spirit? Blessings. We know we receive blessings all the time from you. Yep, you're healing from past troubles, recovery, past trauma, surviving. You're learning from the past, okay? So you're learning from the past, and you have to learn from the past with the Ten of Swords in your back. Yep, the Ten of Swords in your back in order to receive these blessings, okay? So we've got to go through the storm. We've got to learn our lesson in order to receive the blessings that we deserve, that the Most High God wants to give us. Okay, so we have instincts here. What about instincts, Spirit? Let's clarify this instinct card. What were the instincts right about, Spirit? What was it? Holy Spirit, holy angels. Okay, security has shifted towards greed, jealousy, envy, materialism. So, yeah, somebody's feeling some mistrust. Somebody's instinct, okay, is not right. All right, so the instinct that you had, I'm sorry, about someone is in mistrust right now. They're envying you, and maybe that's why you had the argument because there was mistrust. Security had shifted towards greed. So somebody was being greedy maybe in the relationship. Yep, this attachment. That's why this attachment is here. This attachment is here. Yep, that's why it's hard for you to receive the blessings that God has for you because due to the attachment, the past trauma that you've been going through. Yeah, see here? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Confirm this attachment card, Spirit. What do you want us to know about this attachment? Okay, so we have the Moon card in reverse. We have the Moon card in reverse, and the light will come true. The light will come, truth, end of depression, clarity, illumination, releasing fears. So you're going to be releasing this attachment, okay? Yeah, because it's the end. You got clarity about something. Okay, so that attachment or whatever entity was attached to that person or it's over with. It's been illuminated at this time. And then there's a Tower card here in reverse, so that means change. Yeah, attempting to avoid the inevitable, resisting, avoiding loss, refusal to let go, denial. Somebody is in denial about this attachment that they were attached to. Yeah, there's a promise though that's been made to you. There is a promise that's been made, okay? And the promise is to take time to rest, enjoy success, romance, tranquility, family, and prosperity, okay? Yeah, so, Spirit has promised you with the Four of Wands, that He's going to give you everything that you need. He's going to bring the people that you need in your life to help you get through whatever you need to, you and your family. There's going to be harmony, okay, in your life. Yeah, because the Most High God has made these promises to you. Yeah, okay. So you're being honored at this time. All right, you're being honored with the wreath. And let's clarify the honor card, Spirit. Let's clarify this. Why is this honor card here? Oh my. The hangman. So unhappiness with the situation, trap, dissatisfaction, sacrifice, restraint. Okay, so you've probably sacrificed some things. Okay? Yeah, you sacrificed some things in your life. And you've been, in an excessive amount of solitude with the hermit card. Social anxiety, you've been going through that. And the end of conflict is here as well. Peace, harmony, agreements. Okay, so you were going through a hermit mode, but peace is here now. Harmony, the end of conflict, deep dissatisfaction in your life as far as materialism, excess nightmares. Okay, yeah, but you are being honored. You had all this, but you're being honored now. Okay, yep, it was inevitable to happen. All this had to happen so you could be honored. You had to go through all this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the worst of the hardship is over. Change, preservance, improvement, recovery, and healing. We have the five pentacles here in reverse. Yeah, so all this had to happen. It had to happen. It was inevitable to happen, Yeah, because Spirit said it was dead. All that stuff that happened for you. Yeah, so you're healing now. You're recovering from that. And now we have the Knight of Swords, failure to recognize opportunity, missed chances, danger, self-doubt, cowardness with the Knight of Swords here. Okay, and that might be because you're exploring things. You're failing to even recognize things because you need to get out there. You need to get out there and explore. You need to explore your options. Yeah, you need to get out in the world and you need to explore your options. That's why you're having failure to recognize opportunities and miss changes and danger, self-doubt, cowardness. Yeah, but your thing is you missed it. And so you've got to get out there with this shit right here and explore. This globe is here. You got to get out in the world and get what you need. Okay, why is this innocence card here, Spirit? Tell us about this innocent card. Who's innocent? What's innocent about this situation, Spirit? Were they innocent in this relationship? They were the Queen of Swords. They were innocent. Yeah, wow. Okay, so the first one was you're innocent because you're gaining new skills or knowledge, learning, mastering. You're mastering yourself. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're mastering yourself. That's what you're doing is you versus you. Okay? Yeah, escape from what traps you. Healing. End of depression. Making a stand. Solution. So you're coming up with a solution. It's the end of entrapment. You're no longer stuck. Your mind's no longer racing or wondering. You're healing now. You're healing. Okay, is there anything else, Spirit, that you want us to know about? Okay, and I see resistant here. We didn't clarify the resistant card. What can you tell us about the resistant? Okay, so the Justice card fell out in the reverse. So unfavorable outcomes, unjust, unfair, bad karma. So you're resisting the bad karma maybe that someone is going through. Okay, see with the bull here? Yeah, you're resisting it. Yeah, because it was unjust, it was unfair, the outcome of the situation. Yeah. And then this came out sideways. And the arrival of prosperity, triumph, success, fruit of your labor, personal satisfaction. But the Six of Wands is here. Yeah, so yeah, everything's gonna work out. Everything's gonna work out in your favor because the arrival of prosperity is here for you. Okay, with the Six of Wands. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, a new path presents itself with the Two of Wands here. Travel choices, new opportunity. So you're gonna get a new path to go down. Okay? Be prepared though for delays and setbacks and stagnations due to this person that you didn't want to let go. You were avoiding our refusal to let go, of the past. And that can sometimes hold us up with the tower in reverse, and this light will come true, truth, end of depression, clarity. Yeah, but you weren't really prepared. Um, or be prepared for delays and setbacks. So with this Ace of Wands in reverse, so it means, yeah, you were stagnant, boredom, drained. And that's only because, like I said, you wouldn't let go of this past person. You were in denial. With this moon card, the light will come. Uh, you know, truth, clarity, releasing of fears. The security is shifted towards greed. Yeah, there was a delay, mistrust about this person. Yeah. hmm Okay. Anything else, Spirit, that you want us to know about this reading? Like the Oracle. Okay, you are the star though, okay? And you're being guided. You're being guided on what to do. Okay, and the direction. I think the wine card was out here. Um, yeah, you're being guided in the right direction um, to go. Yeah, you're being guided by spirit. Okay, so there's nothing that you need to worry about. You just need to, stay on task. Um, You're hindering your own progress, you're self sabotaging. You need to keep your boundaries up. Spirit said, keep your boundaries up. Keep your boundaries up. Why is this person self sabotaging, Spirit? Why are they torn between choices? Why is this happening? Why is their ego in the way? Tell us about that, Spirit. How is this person hindering their own progress? What are they doing? What can you tell us, Spirit? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Okay, yeah, ancestors are here. Well, Spirit and ancestors are getting down to the root of the problem. And the reason why, because there was a third party. Okay, there was a third party in this situation, and when we started the reading, I believe this house card came out. Yeah, something that was familiar to you. So it might be a family member in your ear influencing you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, influencing you. You had a revelation already. Okay, about something. Yeah. Your instincts, your influences. Yeah, the magician card is here. Resourcefulness, focus, expertise about the direction. Yeah, so that's why somebody in your family influenced you to go the wrong way. Okay, yeah, they influenced you to go the wrong way because the magician card is here. Yeah, influence. Yeah, magic. They speak in, black magic. Yeah, any gossiping or talking about somebody, that's black magic. Okay? But ancestors are here. They're getting down to the root of the problem. Yeah, you were influenced by somebody in your family and you made the wrong decision. You didn't use your own intuition with the magician card here. You didn't use your own mind. Yeah, you didn't use your own mind. And you were torn between the choices. That's why we have the Two of Swords here. Yeah, you were torn between the choices, and the Chariot is here in reverse because of that. So you're feeling defeated. You know what I'm saying? You're hindering your own self. Yeah, somebody wanted to give you something. Yeah, and family got in the way with that. They were hating. They were hating on that someone wanted to give you something. Yeah, this Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is a family member. Baby, Queen of Swords, a rational, honest person, truthful, intelligent, realistic, objective, criticism. Yeah, criticism. This is a family member. They was criticizing you. About you receiving something from someone that wanted to give you something and you weren't using your own mind. You were listening to them. Yeah, they sit up here influencing you with the magician card to make the wrong decision. The ancestors are getting down to the root of the situation. They're getting down to the root of the problem. You already had revelation, but it was clouded. Your vision was clouded because this family member was running their mouth, which is this Queen of Swords being critical. Okay, yeah. See, the third party is here. You see that triangle at the top? Yeah, they were influencing you, your situation. Putting stuff in your mind. And so has you bobble, feeling negative, emotionally drained about the breakup that you had. Yeah, about your lover. See, it's in reverse about your lover. Yeah, but you're having a renewal of your mind. Yeah, got together with people in the family member gossiping and stuff with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, but you're innocent. Okay, you're innocent. Yes, injustice. Yeah, unfavorable outcome. Yeah, because of this. So now you're resisting them. You probably ain't even at that family member house. You probably somewhere off doing you. Yeah, you because you're resisting, but God has blessings here for you. Yeah, that He's promised you and your lover, the person that you had relationship problems with. Yeah, healing from the past, and you're healing from past trauma from that relationship. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. They probably were jealous of you, the family member that was putting all this information in your ear. Mistrust, security. Yeah, greed. They was being greedy, where you probably couldn't even do for your lover. Taken away from your relationship because they're in the middle of it. Your instincts was correct. Yes, you were. Yes, you were right. Yeah, that's why you have this Tower card in reverse, because change is coming. Yes, it is. Change is coming. You're avoiding loss with that person, with that family member. Yeah. Take time to rest and enjoy success. That's what Spirit is saying with this Four of Wands. Yeah, stop listening to those family members, especially the ones that don't have anything to do. They're always in someone else's business. This makes me, I'm sorry guys, this makes me so frustrated, because it's like, people be jealous. Yeah, because they can't have what you have. Or they didn't get that. That person didn't. They got treated wrong by their lover. Yeah, but the light will come. That's why the moon card is here in reverse. Yeah, the light will come. Yeah, and you will see the light regarding this attachment you had, that entity with that family member. Yeah, because promises were made by the Most High God. Yeah, the worst of the hardships are over. Yeah, you're going to get through that. You're going to get past whatever you were going through there at that house with your family member. Yeah, you probably staying with a family member. Deep dissatisfaction in your life. Materialism. Yeah. Unfulfilled wishes was going on. Your wishes weren't being met. You weren't able to do what you needed to do because somebody was being greedy. That family member. And here you are going through a breakup. And they putting all this stuff in your ear. And they probably want money too for rent. Yeah, honor. But you're being honored. Ancestors, angels, they're honoring you because you didn't give up. Unhappiness with the situation, trap. You were feeling dissatisfied, with the hangman here. So you just hanging around at home in your room or whatever, trying to figure out what you're going to do while they're steady in your ear with that magic influencing. But Spirit said it's the end of the conflict. Yeah, with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Wands in reverse, end of conflict. Yeah, the excessive amount of solitude. Yeah, you were withdrawn. You weren't even hanging out with anyone. Due to this situation. Yeah, but the arrival of prosperity is coming. Things are getting ready to change for you because that Tower card was here. Yeah, in reverse, it's getting ready to change. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Fail to recognize opportunities, miss chances. Yeah, you couldn't because you had that person in your ear. Yeah, that Queen of Swords was in your ear with all this chaos. But Spirit said that was dead. The coffin card is here. Yeah, they're closing that. That was a cycle. They're closing that cycle out. Yeah, and something new is going to come. See, a new path presents itself. New choices. New opportunities with this Two of Wands. Yep, escape from what trapped you. Yep, so you're leaving. You're getting yourself out of that and keep your boundaries up. They're going to be calling, trying to have put stuff in your ear and find out what's going on in your relationship. This is my one thing that I want to tell somebody in relationship. The one thing that breaks relationships up because it's always a third party in the family that wants to know somebody's business. Always. And don't never tell nobody your business. What happens between you and your spouse is y'all business. Y'all talk that stuff out together. Keep your family out of it because they're the first people that will tear you down and tear your relationship down. Yeah, you want to explore. You want to explore your options. Yeah. You want to explore. You want to go out in the world and explore your options, and probably instead of working it out for your with your mate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and because you didn't follow your own mind, delay. It's going to be a delay. But that's okay because the Most High God is in control. Most High God is in control. I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. Okay, Spirit. Yeah. Go ahead and close it out. What does it say? Potential. You have potential to do whatever it is that you want to do, honey. Okay. Yep. This was a connection. This was a connection. Somebody that's close to you, a family member. Okay. You are loyal. Okay. You are loyal. Okay. All right. And you're being admired. All right. Okay. Yeah. What else, Spirit? Unconditional, yeah. Continue to have unconditional love for that family member, even though they run their mouth. Love them from a distance. Keep them out of your relationship, okay? Love and light, everyone. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.